Namaskaram. Today we have our CA inter student Sarthak who has reached out to HLS to help him in his preparation. Now, what happens with many students like Sarthak is they're hardworking, they're sincere, they would have tried multiple times since they're not knowing what to do. At that point of time, we offer a simple, single, straight line solution. So, this is exactly what we offer a simple, single, straight line solution. What do I mean by this? Instead of going through the cycle of repeated attempts, multiple failures, experimenting with random coaching centers all across, writing different tests, doing a series of things which you'll know which will never work. We're asking them, give us one chance. We'll make sure this becomes the one last attempt. So this is a promise. And that is the reason why Sarthak and his parents were able to decide and join on the day when they met us. Yes. So Sarthak, it's been less than 2 weeks. Yes. So how has been your experience so far with Him Life School? You can hold this.
Actually, I got a perspective from where to start and how to start. So, while doing the first step of starting a subject is index mapping. So, in that index mapping, I've learned that how to be familiar with each and every topic, even you know or don't know, you have some insight about that. So, in that case, it is more reach out to every topic, single topic. So, in the first step only, we are aware of everything we can do. There is something that we should stress out if we don't know any topic. And next, after that, I've started the solving question papers. So in that, I was able to solve with the help of index mapping and with the help of minimal subject I know. I could able to solve 20 to 30 marks easily. But later, for that 70 marks, the thing is, I know what where I was lacking. So I need to know that how to prepare that. So I'm able to assess what I've done and what I should be doing. So in that case, I'm full of clarity, sir, now, and confidence also.
Perfect. I'll make it easy for you. I think you should keep it here like this. My voice is loud enough.
Okay.
So you're saying by solving question papers, because this is one question. A lot of students don't touch question papers until they would have completed the syllabus, which will never happen. Now we made you to solve question papers from day two.
Day two, yes, sir.
Day one you did index mapping.
Yes, sir.
So without even completing the coaching, without even completing the syllabus, if you're solving question papers, how is it helpful? This is a question a lot of them have.
The thing is that once you're familiar with each and every topic by index mapping, some way or the other you try attempting the questions, like you feel familiar with the questions. It is not that we are answering the perfect answer, but the thing is we are able to answer. That is what gives confidence, and confidence is the first step to analyzing the subject. What are we doing in that way? So start with index mapping so that it gives you familiarity. Once you are familiar with that, go through what is there. After index mapping also, you need to go through each and every topic, like in the overview, what is there in that. So in that case, you can answer you are able to answer each and every question. That is the thing, sir.
So you're completely clear that this is how it has to be done.
Yes,
Start
sir.
with
Yes,
index
yes.
mapping and solve question
Yes,
that
sir.
is giving you
Yes, sir.
clarity of
Yes,
that.
sir.
So now do you believe that by staying here we'll be able to clear this exam?
Definitely, sir.
You're
I
clear
believe.
about it.
Yes.
So that answers your first, that probably reiterates our first promise. You don't have to go anywhere. We'll take care of everything. A simple, single, straight line solution. This is one. Next, he started the first year we are doing it. No, if you look at somebody like Prashant Jha, he has failed 12 times. Like 6 years, he got stuck with the same set of marks. Now, when we can help someone with 12 attempts for 6 years in just one attempt, I think most of you would not have went through that level of cycle. Probably you would have given a couple of attempts, two, three attempts, something like that. But please understand that no matter what has been already done, you can always go ahead and fix things. Okay, this is practical proof. And also, not just the results, we have recognition from the government of India. We are the first ever startup in independent India to get a copyright for getting a blueprint for clearing exams in one attempt. Now it's very different, guys. It's not easy to get this. It's not easy to build it, and it's not easy to get recognition from the government of India in this regard. Because a lot of people offer you coaching. Coaching is a product. Now we're offering the success. It's very different. Coaching is like a bat. Now what we give is a World Cup. This is exactly why it took us almost 15,000 hours and 4 to 5 years to get here. This is also there. Now, in terms of addressing the problem, I think there's some background noise. Either switch off the fan or close the door. So, in terms of addressing the problem, what we do is, at a very first level, we focus on the mindset and routine of the students. So, when Sardak came in, we try to understand what is going through. Uh, Sardak, with you, the good thing is that you were always sincere. First, you lacked a bit of confidence, as I rightly said, because when you put in, see, confidence would not get shattered if you don't try it, or if you're not put in 100% effort. But the bigger problem is when you put in everything and then nothing is working, that's a problem. And second, there is a clear lack of direction. Probably, I don't want to bring in names of the institutes, but then you're going somewhere, something random is happening. And I don't blame institutes because when you expect your problem to be solved with a small investment and a huge crowd, no, it's not going to happen. It is very hard for any institute to focus on individuals in a
Yes,
mass
sir.
level
Yes.
where they have their own challenges. Because what they do is they sell lottery tickets. Okay, you pay this much, you may clear, but we don't care whether you clear or not because they cannot focus on
Personal level.
aspects. These two aspects. Any institute in India cannot focus on mindset and routine. They can probably help you with this. So it's not their mistake once again. Now, coaching solves the problem for a lot of people, but for people where it is not getting solved, it anyways won't get solved. So this is exactly why we focus on building a mindset and routine. Now, Sahabat went through a 100-hour challenge in a way.
Yes.
Cross 100 hours, right?
Yes.
So in this 100 hours, the focus is to build. We call it a boot camp. So this too is sorted. Now is the time where we go back and fix the syllabus revision and presentation. That is what is happening. And generally, you always need to have an understanding of the opportunity cost. Every time you fail in CA at any level, you're wasting 6 months, which means your opportunity cost is on 5 to 6 lakhs. As per the latest ICA campus placements, it's 12 lakhs is the average salary. So you waste 6 months, you're losing six lakhs. It's not the 3,750 which you pay for examination or probably 50, 60K which you pay for coaching. That is not your wasting. You're wasting your opportunity cost. That is exactly why professionals have an opportunity cost. Now, Sarthak had a lot of decisions to make. Problems, for example, in the current scenario, he has already given his group one, but he's not very sure, he's reasonably confident of what to do. We said, okay, let us start with group two directly. We'll start with group two. We'll complete group two before the results are out. And by the time results are out, we'll complete group two. And whether the results are positive or negative, we'll be able to complete both the groups. Even if it's negative, God forbid, still we'll be able to cover group one cycle very fast and we'll finish group two anyways. So that is exactly how we are going to approach this. So Sarthak, in terms of decision making, do you think is the right way to take a decision? The way we are approaching. First finish group two and then look at the results.
Yes, sir. Like when we see the group manner, it is completely independent. So completing either way, it is beneficial, sir.
Right.
It's about how you approach. Approach is clear.
Hmm.
So any sequence is better, sir.
Hmm.
Group two first and group one second. It's okay.
Perfect. So this is about decision making. We'll take care of all the decisions. No problem solving. Let's say for someone who is no, I'll make it simple for you. One is decision making. The other one is problem solving. The other one is skill building. For decision making, I just gave a couple of examples: where to start, when to start, how to start, which subject to start, what is the approach, all of that. There are loads of decisions. I'm saying there are practically hundreds of decisions, which I can't give you a list. This has to happen in real time. That is the reason why we bring in those mentors here. Now, problem solving, it comes. For example, some of the days you can't do anything about being productive. If you want to study, normally, if you're not in a particular ecosystem, you'll deviate at that point. You start using Instagram, you start using social media, and then it goes into a complete different zone altogether. Here, we make sure to protect you even on the days where you're not feeling good in terms of studying. So that way, your days are not wasted. There is a normal loss which is restricted to 10%. Normally, a normal loss goes to 100% for most of the students and most of the days. In terms of skill building, now Sadek has to build a couple of skills. For example, we're discussing about how he has to improve the quality of answer writing and audit. So that way, everything is broken down in 3 weeks. You take decisions, you solve problems, you build skills. I think, Sadek, if you do these three things, you'll be able
Yes,
to.
sir. Like it's perfect.
Cool. Now, apart from the studies, Sadek, we also say that we also claim that your procrastination will become zero.
Yes, sir.
The self confidence will improve.
Yes, sir.
And now you realize that failure is fine.
Yeah.
Failure is a part of the game.
Yes, sir.
Preparation becomes focus.
Yes.
Clarity and thought.
Yes, sir.
Proper time management.
Yes, sir.
Focus on the future instead
Yeah.
of the past.
Yes, sir.
Distractions are reduced.
Yes.
You'll be self motivated.
Self motivated. Yes. Once
Being
we complete the subject, we'll feel motivated.
Being consistent in preparation.
Yes, sir.
Planned approach,
Yes,
action
sir.
oriented,
Yes.
not thought oriented action oriented. This is happening.
Yes, sir.
So this is what we claim. So this is exactly where we want to reach. So we are stuck in a current island, which is the exact opposite of this. All this will happen. Everything will happen. Especially he is self-motivated. We don't ask him to wake up. He just wakes up. He does what he has to do. As simple as that. Why should somebody do something? That's it. Nobody asks your mom to cook. Nobody asks your dad to work. Right? It just happens. Now, at 20, 21, individually, all of us have responsibilities. So we just have to do whatever has to do. Has to be done. That's it. It's just some professional work. You're a professional. Before CA, you have to study. After CA, you apply your studies. As simple as that. Now, if you're expecting somebody to wake you up to go to job, then something is terribly wrong. You don't expect someone to wake you up and you have to go to job, right? It is also your job. Your job is to study. Your job is to perform. As simple as that, right? So that is what we found, and this is what is happening. And the case studies, let's say this is CSI, there's a Maripalli, a popular guy within our circle. Now, this guy is staying along with Sarthak.
Yes, sir.
Sarthak, so Teja, what is your experience with working with Teja?
Like he's extremely well in problem solving, sir. Like any doubt you have, like any like approach problems, like how to approach a topic, how to approach a subject, he's very well at that. He can give you a guidance and he can give you like a subject expertise also. And yeah, so like he has great analytical skills also. Like once you tell him that this is not understandable, he goes through the background and he
Right.
tells that. So I like that about him.
Perfect. So in other institutes, there will be some photos. Somebody got 87 in X. Now that is user information. Now we say that this guy is here and this guy is coming and talking to you. This guy is living with you like, practically. Now this is the reference. Now, why would it help you if somebody gets a rank? If you're never going to talk to him, never going to speak to him. It's just a poster. It's good for business. It's not good for you. It doesn't make any difference for your preparation. So understand if you have access to seniors, if you have access to people who have done good, that is a game changer. Now, that is exactly what happens here. We make them live with the students. And Suresh has said that. Now, Suresh is also part of our mentorship team. He says that you'll never fail in the exam but in the preparation. Now, Sathak, do you agree to this? It's a powerful statement. He's saying people only fail in the preparation. So now, do you agree to this?
Yes, sir, I believe in that because success is something that when you success in preparation,
Mm.
it will be only like the whole destiny will understand the in preparation only. Like process oriented, if you are struggling,
Mm.
that should not be a struggle, but it should be like a routine.
Mm.
So that we need to feel that this process is very great. So the success will also be great. Sir. I think process matters a lot.
So he's right about it. It's a very mature response because nothing can happen in those 3 hours. Now, the 3 hours is your ability to replicate or to bring out what you have done in the 3 months. If you don't do anything in 3 months, nothing is going to happen magically in those 3 hours, even if you watch 300 motivation videos. So, your ability to be prepared for those 3 hours is what has to happen in the 3 months. That is exactly what every student realizes once they come here. Now, let's talk about memory. Uh, this is a forgetting curve given by Harvard Business Review. It says you'll forget more than 60% within 24 hours and more than 75% within 1 week. So, Sadak, in terms of memory, when we do the day end revision, when you do the registers, uh, how do you think your memory and retention part has improved after coming to the results?
Like after immediately completing of existing topic, we are going to submit our midday revision after we completion of the half day.
Hmm.
So that gives the clarity about that particular topics what we have studied in that segment. So once we have done that, we have got clarity about what is the topic we have studied and to which extent we are confident. And continuing that, we have day end revision. It is combination of midday revision as well as like a whole day what we have done. So it gives a lots of clarity. Like we are sorted out with the subject, so we are not in a dilemma that we have completed. We are not sure about this. We are so there is nothing like that. Clarity is clarity. So once we have done these revisions, so it's ourselves like what we are perfect in that. So that is what matters.
Okay. Now, so Justin says, CA Justin, he says preparation plus mentorship is equal to pass because when I asked him what happened,
Yes.
he said earlier I was preparing,
Yes.
I was not failing, I was not passing. Now this time I was preparing.
Prepare.
You added mentorship, it didn't pass. So to believe in this equation.
Yes, sir. Like mentorship gives you a direction. It gives like a clarity, sir, in a way.
Hmm.
Like no dilemmas at any point of time. That is what is success, sir.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now you're confident that
Yes. Yes.
you'll go and pass
Yes.
in
Sir.
this
Yes.
exam.
Yes.
Now, in terms of the case studies, we don't have random good bad reviews. People write case studies, people write stories, people write letters because that is how deep the experience is. I think they're probably in the top 10 institutes of India which get case studies. Probably we might be the number one because nowhere else people get connected to the process and the people and the place so much. So that way, this is what is happening. Now, the reason why I'm connecting this and this because this is live. This is what has already happened. So we're connecting past, present, and future so that you'll be able to trust us easily. And this is the 5 time revision cycle which we're implementing. Now, this is a very popular technique even for students outside our mentorship, follow this. And one thing is very clear, you have to go through this 3 stage career path. This certificate, the CA certificate which you are going to get, has a minimum value of $1 million, which is 10 crore. $1 million is 8.5 crore right now. At some point of time, to become 10 crore easily. So when you clear in the next 20-25 years, you should be easily able to make 10 crore. Any chartered accountant in India who's having reasonable or sorted brain will do his net worth of 10 crore even more. It's going to be a lot more than that. So don't look at it like a random exam for 2 subjects, 3 subjects. It's not some graduation exam. It's a $1 million project. So how would you approach a $1 million project? It's a question. And finally, a series of techniques. Now, in terms of techniques, we focus on the mindset and routine, we focus on the syllabus completion, we focus on revision, we focus on exam presentation. So, all of this, what we do is within 100 days, will in the first 10 days itself, will fix the entire preparation process, especially the mindset and routine, and the things are channelized. Then in 1 month, we'll finish one group. Second month, we'll finish the other group. So 2 months, two groups are done. Third month, revision of both the groups, and you go write the exam. So Sardak, do you think this is going to work? So 10 days, if you look at the last 10 days, you're already into the preparation.
Into the preparation, yes,
So
sir.
this is working.
Yes,
First
sir,
10
it's
days,
working.
what the boot camp is working. Next, from June 1st onwards, we have decided to uh, go ahead and work on finishing your entire group two. So that will be done
Yes,
by
sir.
June 1st, June
Yes,
1st to
sir.
June 30th. And when the results are out on the July 1st week, you will be able to
Understand.
actually, if it's a positive side, we'll get 3 cycles for group two alone,
Yes, sir.
where we can focus on exams. If it's not favorable, we can still finish your group two in group one in July, group two in June,
June.
group one in July, August both groups will be in
Cumulative,
September
yes.
will be able to clear. So this is exactly what we
Yes,
have.
sir.
So we are confident of
Yes, sir, I'm
achieving.
confident.
And finally, can you show me your work index mapping and all of that?
Currently, I've done index mapping for financial management and auditing completely, like all the modules. So in that, my experience is like it's very. It's also a project, like it's also a part of preparation. So many people don't do it, but it gives a lot of insights when you plan the things. Index mapping. So I would consider that index are questions. So we need to answer them. That is the intention I had when I was answering the index. So it is very useful, sir.
Perfect. So look at it. Now, people who complete 2-3 attempts, the textbooks are fresh. Now, this is how the textbook has been processed within 24 hours. Now, once you spend some time, now this is the index is completely has good clarity, and in general, the textbook is reasonably processed. Now, this kind of processing won't happen even after months of preparation. Here, within hours of preparation, this is what happens: quality versus quantity. Whatever takes you 1 month will happen anywhere between 1 day to 1 week. This is the quality. Now this module you have reasonable bits of it.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Now, what about audit?
But it's also same, sir. Like even though I'm like not confident about theory subjects, but by doing index mapping, like I'm able to understand what topics gives what insights.
So this is how you get the complete grip of the subject. So in less than 10 days, he was able to get clarity on a couple of important papers which are actually scoring, but they're perceived to be difficult. So this is exactly how it is going to happen. So Sarthak, now if you say that if somebody joins us now, do you think they'll be able to clear both the groups in September?
Yes, sir. I feel because when you ask me, students also have to get routine to a particular mindset.
Yes.
So with that mindset, your mentorship is something like a miracle, sir. Like there need to be a match between both. So yes, sir, definitely. Even if a person is a bit serious and if he comes here, like he would be able to clear both groups with your mentorship.
Perfect. So to simplify this for them, before and after, what are the 3 problems you are facing before joining us a couple of weeks ago? Now, what changed after coming here? What are the top 3 problems which get resolved?
The major reason is as we are approaching the subject, like today I've started. Today I want to do 3 chapters, but due to that, the thing is that I would get distracted. Like why to do these 3 chapters? I could do that subject, this subject. So these are like multiple issues. So in this case, like when you do index mapping, you will be able to solve like 11 chapters, 12 chapters.
Mm.
So that gives a confidence that I know like a bit of every
Mm.
topic and every chapter.
Mm.
After that, when we solve each and everything, so we'll not get a thought of another chapter because that is covered in the index mapping. So
Mm.
we have that first we'll complete this, then we'll go to that because we
Mm.
have clarity on that also.
Mm.
But first we'll concentrate on this
Mm.
so that we could easily cover the entire subject.
Fair enough. Second one, now first is not getting distracted and randomly planning.
Randomly
Yeah, you
find
know what to do,
what to
then you
do.
can execute. This is all right. Next.
Second thing is like starting only do the test
Mm.
part. Like once you test what is your ability,
Mm.
once you write exam, once you attempt paper, even if you don't know anything, once you write the test, that's what I feel. Because test gives you a seriousness, like
Mm.
how to approach,
Mm.
what to read in the topic, what they're asking. Actually, we are supposed to uh, understand the requirement, ICA
Mm.
requirement. So in that process, like test solving is a great way to tackle. So
So your ability to understand the subject through test has improved, which was
yes,
not the
yes,
case
yes, sir.
earlier.
Yes.
What's the third?
Third thing is definitely routines.
Routine. Mm.
Routine. Like 10 hours are important, but productive hours, how many
Yeah.
are getting? Productively, how much you're utilizing
Mm.
the time, like how much you are able to retain and how much you are able to explain.
Mm.
That is what matters, I think.
Perfect. So not just sitting and keeping a book in front of you, how much you are able to get out of it, how much you're able to extract out of it becomes the most important thing. So that way, your ability to sit for X amount of hours and extract X amount of marks will become super important. And one important thing, it's not just the process. Student matters a lot. Now, Sarthak is someone who understands why he has come here. He has said to me that he has many things in his life to be done. So this is stopping him. Sitting and writing the same exam multiple times in a year is unnecessarily wasting his time. So he's very clear about the approach. Now I have put in enough time. I deserve to clear. Let me clear and proceed with the rest of my life. That is exactly why you wanted to clear in this attempt. So in case you're in a similar scenario, if you don't want to study, we don't want to help you. Please understand this. Now, if you're not able to study, we'll definitely help you. But if you're looking for some random motivation solution where you don't do anything, no, this is not the place. Keep watching motivation videos. If you're willing to study, even if you're unable to study, that's fine. We'll solve it. Now, this is a place where we'll solve all your problems. It's a problem-solving company. But you have to be reasonably sincere. Even if you're not serious, that's fine. If you're reasonably sincere, we'll sort it. So if you're writing your exam in September, you're still not started your preparation. You're completely clueless. Still, will take complete responsibility. And even if you're staying in anywhere in any part of India, normally we have people coming from various states. So, Sardak, how comfortable are you with the food and accommodation? Do you think someone can come and adjust and
Yes,
accommodate?
sir, really. It's really good, sir.
That's
The
great.
accommodation part and food, there is no need to worry. You
Mm.
should only concentrate on studies. That's
So
what
for
I feel.
people who are coming from a
Yes, sir,
different city, also
definitely.
they can be able
They can
to
accommodate.
digest.
Nothing is like.
Okay, so this is the answer. Now at HLS we believe in truth and transparency. So this is how it happens. This is what it happens. You can go and watch the rest of the videos in the playlist. You'll see what is happening. That's it. I'm not saying this is good or bad. I'm saying this is what is happening. If you're mature enough to understand this is what you want, instead of looking at random acts which will never happen. Now advertisements are like things which never happen, right? If you get your decisions affected by that, then that's up to you. But if you want to embrace truth, if you want to embrace reality, if you want to live in a transparent world, you are most welcome to Life School. All you have to do is fill the form, Path Guarantee Program. There's a form called PGP. Fill the form. We'll look at your admission. If you think you're a serious candidate, we'll reach out to you shortly. Now, if you don't have 10 minutes to fill that form or 5 minutes to fill that form, you're not serious. If you don't have time, we don't have time for you. So please understand that we are setting up the uh, momentum, or we're setting up the game rules very clearly. We don't want you to, we don't want to join students randomly. Students are not our customers. Education is not our business. If you are struggling in your life, him is there for you. Him life will is there for you. This is exactly our message. Thank you for watching this. Please show it to your parents and namaskar.